Xerxes threw his trash troops at us yesterday in curiosity. He realizes that the Greeks won day one, hands down. As the sun rises and the Persian war drums commence, my men and I waited to pass, hungry for action. Josiah said the best are his personal guard, 10,000 immortals. The Persian camp parts like the sea, and another group of warriors stepped forth, all wearing silk uniforms of purple and gold. For armor, large gold-covered shields, spears, and swords, nothing covering the chest areas. It began that most of them resembled a bunch of wealthy, overfed merchants attending a bazaar as opposed to soldiers. Through my helmet slits, I could see Xerxes standing on his platform with both hands on his hips, watching. I leaped the mouth of the pass with my men, short swords drawn, shields ready. I want to stand shield to shield, chest to chest with the invader. To be lost in ungodly bloodlust is all I desire now. Finally we meet. Finally we fight. Their fancy swords made of gold broke against our tempered bronze shields, and their shields were useless without proper skill. The only thing I can remember is that I stabbed my first victim in his fleshly throat, and then I was lost, possessed by the god of war, seeking to deal out death. Suddenly, I found myself alone, surrounded by crazed, desperate Persians. I went too far ahead of my men, fighting for my country, lost honor. With righteous anger, I made a rookie mistake. The fire made a metal enter my back, and I fell. All went black. I woke up at the physician's tent next to the hot springs, with my wound treated with vinegar and a cloth wrapped around my body. Josiah was there and filled me in. I was cut off from my men and stabbed by one of Xerxes' brothers. The Thebans, viewing the proceedings from above, loosed their javelins, killing hundreds of Persians, including both of Xerxes' talkative brothers. Which allowed enough of an opening for my men to fight through and retrieve me. Josiah, bless his heart, helped this old, injured man back to the now empty abutment. Josiah said Demophilus went to get his men to join the fight, and on the field of battle I could see two giant-sized men hacking with large swords, chopping and throwing axes at each other. The Persian mercenaries are called Norsemen or Vikings, Josiah explains. I can see Xerxes standing on his platform, motioning wildly with his hands. A very loud horn sounded. The Persian camp parted once again, and 15 large animals broke forth. Josiah, noting my concern, related to me that these creatures are called war elephants from Africa, the strongest beasts in the world. The stampeding elephants trample men and Norsemen, not aware of their presence behind them. Demophilus and his men left the fight and began to run back to the now deserted pass opening. The Helots left Thermopylae open for the returning Thespians to pass through, and they continued to keep it clear so that the charging war elephants could pass through Thermopylae's passageway unmolested also, while behind them the war dogs were released to chase and harass the confused beasts with their riders until they disappeared out of sight. And after all the large beasts left the field of battle, the new Spartans closed Thermopylae with spear points once again.